It's so sunny out here. I feel like it's rude to have sunglasses on, so this is what my eyes look like, but I can't see. So now I gotta put these on. I know. Okay, here's the deal. I'm sorry. I just can't be inside. It's just too nice out. It is North Carolina. It is 80 degrees. I learned from the girls in the neighborhood who are in college that the UV index is 8 today. Apparently that's how the kids know when it's a good day or not good day. So if it's over 5, that's a good. If you want to get sun, you know. So today's an 8. Yesterday was a 9. I know. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to come outside and I'll do a training from right here. But I actually have never gone live directly to YouTube. Like I usually do it through my little platform and I send an email out first. So I'm super curious as I'm live and I'll ask in a few. We'll see if people randomly hop on. I always wonder, like, is it your first time watching? Did you just find this randomly? You never know. I think a lot of people come when I promote it, when I send an email out. So this is just random. But did you know that 10% of people will watch you live and 90% will catch the replay? So whenever you start, you should just dive right in because you could have people watching right away. So anyway, let me know in the chat if it's your first time watching or if you have been watching me for a while. I've been making videos for 10 years. So, you know. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to share, I'm going to give you a little backstory and then I'm going to share how to turn your passion into a paycheck. And curious in the chat if I can see. Oh, I can see comments now. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tanya. You guys, my eye waters. Oh my gosh. It looks like I'm crying. I was at the airport and this lady's like, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine. Just have a watery eye. Just an endlessly watery eye. It's just so great. Thanks. Someone said, I love your videos. It's so nice. Oh, we got a notification. Hey, Abby Cone. Double 2 videos in one day. I just took it outside, girl. I cannot be in the house anymore. I am not going to be out in this house. So anyway, my eyes are watering. I'm not crying. Just too sunny out here. But it's a good UV index, you guys. This is good. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to give you a quick training. I'm actually doing a really good training on this tomorrow night. So if you're like, I don't have time for your training right now, lady, here's the deal. If you go to michellelovesyou.com, I don't know how to drop a link here. Maybe someone can drop the link for me. Type in michellelovesyou.com/paychecks. That's a training I'm doing tomorrow night. michellelovesyou.com/paychecks. You can register. It's going to be at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I will not be sitting outside because it will be dark out here, I think, by 7. But I'll be doing a training on how to take your passion and turn it into profit. And I got a whole slide deck, and it's going to be fabulous. But I thought I would do just like a shortened version of that right now for you if you're thinking about coming. So I love you too. I'm liking the new form of going live. I know. I said, you know what? There it is. Michelle, oh, it just needs to be Michelle Loves You, like one word, .com/paychecks. It'd be hard for me to type it in because I don't even know where I could type on this. I could hit plus. Well, we'll see. But anyway, that michellelovesyou.com/paychecks. Thanks, my friend, for sharing. Okay, so anyway, so here's the quick backstory. I grew up incredibly poor, humble beginnings. My mom was a single mom. We had 3 of us. I was the middle kid. I had 2 brothers. I came from nothing. My mom always said, in order to make money, you have to have money, and I really believed that until one day I didn't believe that. But so I come from nothing, and I share that because sometimes you see somebody sitting in their fabulous backyard, and look at my dream yard, you guys. Look, I have a pool and I have a hot tub now. I know. Paid for by digital courses. That's crazy, right? But anyway, this is a story of like being able to turn your passion into profits, and then like you won't have a boss. So I haven't had a boss for many years. So what I want to do is I want to share with you how that's possible. So if you're like, hold on, I actually kind of do want to quit my job one day, I'm going to share with you how I did it. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. And that's what's super cool is showing up online in video and making content that helps other people can literally change your life forever. And the content you share can be all different types of things, right? But I'll quickly share the backstory. So I grew up poor. My mom's a single mom. Never thought I'd amount to anything. My dream as a high schooler was to be able to afford Pantene shampoo like my rich friends. That's where I was, you guys. Pantene shampoo, if I could just have Pantene. But anyway, I ended up waiting tables at Houlihan's and working at Dunkin' Donuts, and I was also on the track team. I had a lot going on in high school. I was very busy. But anyway, I made enough money to pay my way through college, so I got good financial aid because we were so poor, so I only had to come up with like $2 grand a quarter, but I could do it. I made my own money to pay my way to go to college, waited tables at Applebee's while I was there. I was living on campus. Everyone else was partying, and I'm like, I'm off to work, so I had to make money. I had to make money to pay for college. Everyone else was just there. They just had money. I did not have money, which is good. I think it's better. It makes you stronger, harder worker. So anyway, graduated college, thought I would I thought I would be a pharmaceutical sales rep for the rest of my life. That's what I landed. That's my job right out of college. Thought I was going to do that, and then I was like, wait, it's kind of boring. Like working for someone is redundant and boring and blah, right? And so I did not really love it. And my coworker, he was very entrepreneurial like me. Like just like he was always like, what could we do? We could do this other thing. And I'm like, yeah, like don't you think? And I had other coworkers that didn't think like Sam. Sam was very entrepreneurial, and my other coworkers, I very much remember, and I write about this in my new book, You Are a $1 Million Brand. One of my coworkers is like, this is a great job, Michelle. It's just a check the box kind of job. You can coast through life. You make a great living, and it's great. It's easy. And I remember being like, okay, cool. That's my goal. Like just easy coast through life. And I remember being like, okay, maybe that's what I want. That's what we're supposed to. Is that what I want? I remember like getting in my car and feeling like literally sick to my stomach. I'm like, coast through life, easy. Make the same pay? Like what? Like that? What? Like I just remember being like, no, I don't want that. So when Sam was like, Michelle, I have this other thing you could do to make money in addition to what you're doing, I'm like, yes. So his wife sold these beauty products. So I ended up going to the Radisson Hotel with her in West Springfield, Massachusetts. I come into this room and there's all these ladies in the room. One's making 6 figures, another one's a millionaire, another one's driving a free car. And I'm like, this is either a fantastic opportunity or this is totally a scam. And I went home and I told my mom, and she confirmed that indeed something that is too good to be true probably is. So it's potentially a scam. So then I was sad because I was like, shoot. But then I was like thinking about it for a week, and I'm like, you know what? 23 years old, you know what? I don't have to listen to my mom anymore. I'm going to sign up. So I did. I signed up. So I signed up, and then I realized you had to like talk to people, and like that was scary for me. So I didn't talk to anyone or tell anyone about it for the next 6 years. Thank you. And that was not wise. Like if you have a business and you want to sell some stuff, you should talk about it. But I didn't because I was scared of talking to people in person. So I didn't do anything with it. At 29 years old, with my expired beauty inventory that I had purchased, I made a decision after listening to Tony Robbins' Burn the Boat. You don't listen to it with kids around because he swears in it, but it's a pretty good YouTube clip where Tony Robbins is like, you're not committed enough because you haven't burned the boat. You haven't burned the other options in your life. Pretend you're on an island with nothing and you have to make it work. Have you given it that level of commitment? And I was like, no, I haven't, Tony. And I'm scared of you. No, but anyway, it was really good. Like it was really good yelling and scaring, and I was like, whoa, I feel like personally attacked. But he's right, I have actually not treated this like a real business. So I was like, okay, at 29, I'm like, I drew a line in the sand, like Tony said, I drew a line in the sand. I'm like, dude, I'm on my island. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna give it 6 months. If I can't figure this out, if I can't make it work in 6 months, then that's fine. I will stay in corporate jail. I will work in jail for the rest of my life. Like, I didn't work in a jail, but corporate America feels like jail, get it? So I was like, I'm gonna stay in my jail for the rest of my life if I can't figure this out. So I gave myself 6 months to figure it out. And also, my boyfriend at the time, he's now my husband, I was like, honey, I have this crazy idea. I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna sell these beauty products. I'm gonna do it. He's like, the stuff that's been sitting in the closet for 6 years, honey? I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it this time. I'm really gonna do it. And he's like, oh. He's like, how about you just get a real job and do that on the side? I'm like, how about you give me 6 months, and if I don't make this work, then fine, I'll go back to a real job. He's like, how about you get a real job? I'm like, how about you give me 6 months, you know? And he's like, okay, deal. And I know the way that he says, okay, deal. He doesn't think I can do it. And I'm like, oh, you better watch it, boy. You better watch it. If you don't believe in me, you better watch out, right? So I get fired up quietly in my quiet little body. And I'm like, I'm going to make this work. So I went online that night and I was like, found a lady that worked for the company. I'm like, hi, you don't know me, but I need to make this work the next 6 months. Like, da-da-da. She's like, okay, come to our meeting on Monday. I'm like, boom, I'm there. And so this little lady took me under her wing. She wasn't my upline. She was just like a random lady who is now one of my dear friends, truly. She had changed my life. She changed my life forever. Her name is Maggie. I love her, okay? But in Westlake, Ohio, I meet this lady. She shows me what to do. 6 months after meeting her, I go from 0 team members on my team to 50 members on my team. I went from 0 customers, 6 years of 0 customers, 300 customers. I go from not earning a company car to earning the free company car. That's right. I go from not having an income to earning an income that allows me to never go back to corporate America again. And the best part of it was I was like, to my boyfriend, I did it, like that. I mean, I maybe did it a little more professionally than that, but maybe not. I was probably like, see, told you. So anyway, I haven't had a boss since that day. And I remember very early on, people thought it was crazy. I remember very vividly, like, dear friends in my life being like, hey, there's a company that just opened, like, they're hiring, you know, like Bank of America's got like internal corporate jobs. Like, my friend just got one. There's some really good gig. I'm like, sounds like a really terrible idea. I didn't say that. I'm like, oh, thanks for thinking of me. And they would say things like, how's your little business going? And I'm like, you better watch out. It's not gonna be little forever, you know. I didn't say that though. I just thought in my brain, I'm like, it's good. So I had, just like you know, you might have these crazy ideas and people don't believe in you, or they think you're crazy, or they would never go out on a limb to do what you're gonna do, right? And so I ended up running in network marketing and really building it, kept building it. And so I did that for 10 years. But while I was doing it, my team started to succeed so well. And I'm an introvert, and my strategies are introverted, meaning I don't walk up to strangers. That's not how I build my business. And so when I was building my business, I'm no longer in that industry, but I'll share that in a second. But when I was building my business, what I did is I started sharing YouTube videos, sharing what I was doing, because so many people were asking me how I was doing it. So I started sharing, and people started finding those videos, and they were like, oh my gosh, they're like, this is so helpful. And then I had a CEO of a company call me, and he's like, our sales reps love you, your training is amazing, we would love to fly you out, you know, would you come be a speaker? And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. He's like, we'll pay you. I'm like, that's really crazy. And so we come to an agreement. He's going to pay me thousands of dollars to come speak. And I'm like, holy cow, like, don't you know I'm just a regular girl? You want me to speak? It's so crazy. So anyway, I fly out to this event. And right before I leave, actually, he says on the phone to me, oh, by the way, bring along your training program. You can sell it at the event. And I like, in that moment of being like excited to talk to a CEO, I'm like, okay, absolutely. And I hang up. And I was like, absolutely, Michelle, you don't have a training program, you idiot. And I was like, oh no, now I got to make one. So I did. I made my first training program. It was a little CD that I brought to the event, and I sold it. I bought it for $1. I sold it for $17. And that was my first like thing to sell. I was selling my knowledge. And I made 3 versions: how to generate leads, how to book parties, and how to recruit. And I sold 100 of them at the event. I made an extra $1,700 minus $600 for my cost, or minus $100 for my cost. It was $1,600 total. And then I came home and I had 100 or 200 left over because I had ordered 300. And I'm like, now I got to figure out how to sell these. So I remember putting them on a website, not really knowing what I was doing. And I would sell a few. I'd make $34 a month. But then I learned from Russell Brunson how to create funnels. And he's like, I had a potato gun, and I started selling my potato gun on funnels. And I'm like, what's a funnel? He's like, a funnel is a very simplified version of a website where there's only one option, and that's to buy your thing. You funnel people to your thing and they buy it. And then you can upsell additional things. I'm like, that sounds good. That sounds good. I like it. So I ended up building my first funnel in 2017, put it out to my audience, and I was still just selling a little. Then I read his book called Traffic Secrets in 2019, and Traffic Secrets taught you how to run paid traffic. So there's 3 types of traffic. Traffic you earn is your social media followers. Traffic you own is your email list. Traffic you buy is running paid ads. And so I had my social media following, I had my email list, but I wasn't really buying traffic. And I'm like, well, let me try that. So I ran my first paid ad to my page, and I remember selling $300. I spent $50 and I made $300 on day 1. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. So the next day I spent 50 again, and it made like 0. And I'm like, whoa, this thing is really broken today. And then the next day I spent like 50 and made 100. And I'm like, okay, it's working again. And then on day 4, I'm like, yeah, I'm scared of you. I don't know what you're going to do today. So I ended up hiring someone. I found someone that understood Facebook ads. I'm like, can you just make this thing work? I don't know what I'm doing. And so they did. They ended up running ads for me. They're like, we can totally make this work for you. They ran ads for me. And that month they did over 60 to 60,000, somewhere in there, 60,000 in sales of this $17 CD plus another $17 upsell. $70,000. Now, I don't know about you, but up until that point, I never, no. In 1 month, yeah, right. Never made that kind of money. And I was like, holy cow, I feel like we're like onto something here, right? And so I can see your comments. Okay, I can't really see. It's so sunny out here. It's so terrible. Anyway, I did just shy of $1 million in sales that year, selling that plus some other things. And that's the year that I left network marketing, because I realized, like, wait, this is like bigger. Like, this is bigger, and I feel like I'm called to a bigger platform, and I can reach more people, and I'm helping people in like Australia and like Sweden, and like that is so crazy. And like, how are these people finding me? I don't know, but like I just make videos and then they find me and they're like, you're really helpful. So that's what happened, and that business has just grown every single year since then. Last year we did just over $5 million in revenue, and I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you Just a shy girl from humble beginnings who never thought it'd amount to anything, but I learned how to sell. Sorry, I had someone call me. I learned how to pull it all together, and that is literally what changed everything. Marketing, sales pages, creating a great offer, and putting it out there. And so if you have something, a passion in your heart, you can bundle it up, package it up, and you can sell it. And when you learn how to bundle it up, package it up, and sell it, it can change your whole life. And that's what I'm showing you how to do tomorrow night on this training. So if you go to michellelovesyou.com/paychecks, so michellelovesyou.com/paychecks. I don't think I can type in while I'm here. I probably can. I just can't see. It's so bright. Community moderation. Yeah. No, I don't think that's what I need. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll skip away from that. But anyway, so that's the deal. I'm going to be training on it tomorrow night. I have a whole slide deck presentation that's going to show you like how I started to create content, how I built my email list, how I write sales pages and offers and create and sell stuff. And it's also going to share about a year-long coaching program that I have where I literally teach people how to do this because it's my favorite thing in the whole world to talk about. And now I get paid to talk about it. And that's the best thing in the whole world is to love what you, like people used to say, find your passion, you'll never work a day in your life. And I was like, what? I don't even have a passion. Like I didn't understand that statement until I learned marketing and I love it as much as I do. And now I help people with it. And so today I work with like emergency room doctors hire me and functional medicine doctors and Etsy shop, $1 million Etsy shop owners hire me. I'm like, dude, you're like the biggest deal ever. They just don't know the marketing, right? They don't know how to market and sell their knowledge, or they want to write a book, or they want to put together a course, or they want to sell more of their thing. That's what I'm really good at. And so I work with life coaches and health coaches and lawyers and doctors, you name them. A lot of crafters and quilters and artists and musicians. There's some Broadway stars, actresses. I mean, it's crazy. So crazy, right? But I love what I do now. And so I'm doing a whole training on it tomorrow night, which will be super fun. That's the deal. I'm going to zoom in. I can't see any of your comments because it's so bright out here. Hold on. Zooming in. Okay. Abby, thank God he gave you 6 months. Abby, I would be in corporate America. I'm telling you, girl. Like, I think back, I'm like, there's a lot of pivotal moments. Like, had I not met Maggie, I think I'd still be in corporate America. Maggie just, like, believed in me when I needed wind beneath my wings. Like, Maggie was that for me. And, yeah, that 6 months, and I was like, okay, I'm never going back. And I still hadn't, like, totally replaced my income, but it was enough that I was like, oh, I'm never going back. I made enough. So, like, some people are like, they make a certain amount, and they don't ever want to drop below that. And I was like, no, I am willing to live with less. So, like, if I made 100, I think I made 100 grand the year before. And then I was like, okay, if I make 50 grand, I can live on that. Like, I was pretty happy. And then it just kept growing from there, which was amazing. So anyway, hi, the Seagates. What is it? The Sea Gals of Keepers at home. Oh, seagulls. Seagulls, am I saying that wrong? Or seagals. No, it might be seagulls. Hi, Liera. You're awesome, too. You can only imagine what I look like. It's very, very bright out here. Yeah, crossroads moment for sure. Seriously. You sound just like Tony. Thank you. Tony's very scary in that video. It's a good video, though, if you want to watch a good video. Okay, anyway, my eyes are watering again. See, it's like I have this dream of, like, I will work outside, but I'm sweating. My eye is watering. I have to wear sunglasses. You just don't look as put together when you're outside. You can't. It's fine. I am getting the sun. Hallelujah. Okay. I think the sun is good for us in moderation. You know, I think we need it. The earth is good. Grounding, the whole thing. Feet on the ground, all of that. Google grounding. It's a thing. I got a grounding sheet. I know. I did that. Anyway, okay. I love you. Share this with a friend who hates their job or wants to monetize their life online or wants to build a brand. Share it with them. I love you too, my friend. Thank you for always showing up. P.S. You always look good. Thank you. Just tell me I'm pretty. Okay, I do that in the kitchen. I'll go up to my husband like, am I pretty? And I'll just stand there. He's like, you're pretty. I'm like, thank you. I just do that to be annoying. All right, I love you guys. I don't know how to end this. Literally, there's no button to end it. There's an X in the upper right corner. I might gamble and hit that. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Liera. I'm just here like, just tell me I'm pretty, you guys. Okay, I think I have to hit the X in the corner. I think that will end it. So I'm going to hit that. We'll see what happens. It might not work, though. We'll see. Oh, that's it. Stop streaming. Goodbye.